Show me the questions. Let me now tell viewers what the Good Evening Ghana position is on this matter. Let's go. Okay. So what are the questions for us to consider? Let's start. All right. Question number 1. We're going to ask 6 questions. As a PR for NDC, did he, Sammy Gyamfi, need to engage Agrada? It's a question we're asking. We're going to answer the questions as well. Question number 2 that we'll be asking. If yes, if he did to engage Agrada, what should have been the mode of engagement? Number 3, should he have acceded to the request for cash to buy petrol or whatever the request for cash was? We're going to ask that. Number 4, if yes, should he have given cash in US dollars and out of his car? We'll deal with that. Is the quantum important or is it the principle? We'll deal with that. What punishment should be meted out? Okay, so let's come to the question 1. As PR for NDC, should Sammy Gyamfi have engaged Agrada? And how do we answer the question? As PR for NDC, did he have to engage Agrada? We think he should. The answer to the question is yes. If Sammy Gyamfi sees Agrada after the election, 4 months after the election, Agrada has been a heavy campaigner for the opposition, the other side, the NPP side. And then Sammy Gyamfi meets Agrada at a funeral. I think the funeral was some PLA who was an NDC man's funeral, I think. But I stand to be corrected on that one, but it's some funeral. So Sammy Gyamfi sees Agrada at a public event. Our decision is that he has to engage her. If Agrada, he doesn't have to see Agrada and snub her that, oh, no. In terms of being a PR person, you have to talk to her. Because democracy is numbers. You want to get her on the NDC side. Whoever it is, any human being can change from the NDC to the NPP. Any human being can change from NPP to NDC. It is the NPP's effort to try and get more people to their side, and the NDC's effort to try and get more people to their side. So PR people don't ignore anyone. That's part of the thing that has worked for John Mahama as a president. Because he's a consummate PR person, he's known how to play the optics very, very, very well. In fact, in the 4th Republican history, John Mahama is one of the best optical politicians in Ghana. I've told a lot of friends of mine, said it in the studio when we are working. The optics, John Mahama understands it. So, in terms of optics, it is good that Sammy Gyamfi is seen talking to Agrada and saying, Mama Agrada, bra. Now, won't he campaign? We see, so we say a winning. I feel we say a winning election. Inti Brabe joining. We say they ban. He needs to campaign. So yes, he has to talk to Agrada. There's no question about that. All right, let's move on to the subsequent questions. Now, so we answer that question in the affirmative. Yes, he has to engage with Agrada. Question number 2. If yes, what should have been the mode of engagement? Now, the mode of engagement, if you want to win over somebody, can be anything. It can be about football. It can be about the politics of the election. It can be about Sammy Gyamfi's car. It can be about Agrada's car, her church, her husband, some things she's done on TV. You can engage her on anything. You can talk to Agrada and say, hey, Mama, I don't make sure video be bad. You can do that, all in an effort to get her to understand the position of the NDC. So engaging her, I think, is correct. All right. 3rd one, should he have acceded to the request for cash to buy petrol or whatever the request for cash was? That's a tricky one. So you engage the person and the person says, Honorable Pebibi Mame. Pebibi Mame, Honorable, is something that honorables hear everywhere they go. They go to wedding Pebibi Mame. They go to funeral Pebibi Mame. They go to hear Pebibi Mame. They go and wash their car Pebibi Mame. Honorable Pebibi Mame, no, it's every day. Even me that I'm not honorable, sometimes I hear it. Honorable, nothing for the boys. And you are not going to send mobile money to them and ask them, what is your phone number? Then you do star 170. No. You have to look in your pocket and then give them something. It's I don't know whether I should say it's cultural. I'm not sure how to classify it. But it is there. It happens. No one can deny that. So at the point where Agrada says, Honorable Pebibi Mame, you want to think you've started engaging a former political opponent, as it were. You're a PR person for the party and the government, as it were. And then he says, Honorable Pebibi Mame, are you going to say, oh, and mini bibia? Or are you going to say, mini bibia medema? Or are you going to say, Brahmi office? Or are you going to call the bodyguard or the PA and say, come, take 450 cedis, 200 and give it to Agrada? Or come, take 600 CD notes, give it to Agrada, and give her Agrada's bodyguard 200. That'll be 800. Give it to them. They say, Mama Pat, my bodyguard never be home. Why? Could you do that? Yeah. Is that acceptable? I don't know. You tell me, viewers. Is that acceptable? Because I'm not here to crucify Sammy Gyamfi. Not yet. I'm not here to crucify Sammy Gyamfi. I'm here to expose what's the politics that we ourselves do, where it has brought us to, and why we should start thinking, all the young people in the political parties, when campaign comes again, remember, Samira has done makeup. It was an issue. It was an issue to show that you should vote them out because Samira uses taxpayers' money to do makeup. Today we are hearing how much is $800, how much is $700, how much is $1,200. How much is Samira's makeup? How much? How much? Makeup, how much? Second lady, how much? That is why this is an issue. Samira is incompetent. She handled a project and she lost the money. You can say that about Samira. That's fair. That's allowed. Oh, Samira Baumia, she wants to be first lady. Oh, forget about her. Is she not the one that they gave 100 million to go and do the borehole and she couldn't do it? Correct. But Samira Baumia's makeup is the reason why you should vote against her husband. These things were said. They were said. We have not quite learned our lesson. Fifi Kwete went to cabinet parliament, appointments committee 2009, had to apologize that the man that he said was a cripple, he has never seen him. He said Nana Akufo-Addo has beaten up a cripple in Chebi. He's beaten up. Everybody has, hey, Akufo-Addo need to me a deal. Oh, you see, Obubu Afoko Abu Bonasu. Fifi Kwete comes to appointments committee. Leonard Atachian says, Fifi Kwete, I'm the MP in Chebi. Which cripple are you talking about? He says, I've never seen him. I've never seen him. I don't know. That kind of politics, we should move away from it if we can. Maybe not now, but it should be our benchmark as we progress. Should he have acceded to the request? We don't know, but the answer is sort of yes, he should have. Let's get to the next question. Let's get to the next question. Where's the next question? If yes, should he have given cash in US dollars out of his car? That's where I think that Sammy Gyamfi himself has said that this was as a result of indiscretion. He said that. He said that. And that's the only part that I sort of agree with the NDC people. He said something. He's come out to say that, I'm sorry, this was indiscretion. I really shouldn't have done that. The other matters about where he got the money from and all that, politicians can chase it, Shraj can chase it, all of that can chase it. That's not, we don't have power to find out where he got the money from. We don't know whether the money is stolen money. The same way that we don't know whether Cecilia Dapa's money is stolen money. And that's the point we made. That whereas the optics of the Cecilia Dapa look terrible, and I told friends of mine who will attest now, everybody, that I even told the important people in the campaign of the 2024, the NPP, that one thing that can work against us is the Cecilia Dapa matter because the optics are terrible. Yes, but they didn't mean that Cecilia Dapa has stolen the money. That the money is with her doesn't mean it is stolen. Just because the money was with her, it is stolen. Has Sammy Gyamfi stolen any money? I don't think so. I don't know. But you cannot conclude that because money is with him, it is stolen. It is stolen, say. Did he steal your money? But let the investigative authorities, should it be investigated? Yes, by all means. It should be investigated. Until then, should we conclude that it is stolen? No, we can't. Are the optics bad? It is terrible. It's worse than bad. Should you accept his apology? It's up to you. You should look at it. Look at him. Look at his age. Look at what he has done with his party. Look at what he did in the campaign. Should you accept his apology? I don't know. But has he apologized? Yes, he has. And he's apologized for number 4. Because he says it's indiscretion. We all agree that it's indiscretion, don't we? We all do. Yesterday, I was talking to somebody very important in the NDC. And he was asking me, how do I see the Sammy Gyamfi situation? I was telling him that, my style is not to, when people are down, it's not to come and kick them and say, if what he did is not in this line of operation, it's not in communication, saying there's something wrong with Baumia or Kennedy or Akufo-Addo, and it's not true, that I can come and respond that what he said is not true, and it's something that's quite unfortunate. It's not my style to be just kicking him. No, that's not really my style, especially as he's a young man. No. But I told him, I said, Chief, if this same video was Alban Bagbin taking the same money and giving it to the Nairi at Nalerugo at a funeral, would it have been a problem? He paused and said, Paul, that's a deep question. I said, yes. Or if this was Muhammad Muntaka at a funeral in Asokwa, giving the money to Sumankwahine, would it have been a problem? He said, no, that your Ashanti people, there is a problem. I said, hey, Chief, hold it there. But that is the thing. That is what we talk about optics.